Well, hey guys, it's your girl Lisa B again. You know it's already time for us to be in that place where we get our jump start for the week. Listen, I'm excited about being in this space, and if I have not reminded you recently, I want you to like, tag, share, bring some other people into our space. Listen, we don't want to keep this information to ourselves, and we need each of you to help us to disseminate this information by sharing it. So also don't forget, if you have comments, go ahead and put them in the little box. If you have a topic that you want us to talk about, put it in the box. Again, as I've told you before, we want to make sure that we are serving you to the best of our ability. So if there are topics that you want us to discuss, you gotta let me know. So today we're going to be talking about this topic. Go get your money. Now those that know me, you know I like to talk about money. Again, the topic is go get your money. So everyone knows that we need money. We need some type of currency. Currency is necessary for our shelter, for our transportation, for us to eat, for us to fund our dreams. We just have to have some kind of money in order to survive in this world. And so I need you to understand that money, again, not only is necessary, but you don't want to be that person that is seeing the money over there, but you can't seem to quite get it. Today we're going to talk about how you can get your money. Some people say, I'm trying. Sometimes you need some specific tips and tools in order to do that, okay? So that's what this Jumpstart is going to be about. So the first thing that I need you to do is you've got to believe that you are worthy of having money. So you might say, well, Lisa B, yeah, I should have money. But there is a mindset that goes along with really believing that. That is one of the reasons that some people don't have it, because they don't think that they're worthy of having money. They don't believe that they're worthy of having abundance. They feel like it's somebody else's portion. But I need you to confirm within yourself that that is your portion. So we're going to deal with this mindset first. So to believe is this: to accept as being true. You have to be persuaded as though that this is the truth. There's nothing else that can come in between what you're believing. So you've got to believe. And then you're going to have to dispel the old money mindsets. So what does that look like? You know, the things that we've been taught. Sometimes we have been taught when we were kids that money burns a hole in my pocket. That is a sign of poor stewardship. Sometimes we have been taught that money is evil. Money is inanimate. Money is a tool. So money can't be evil. The utilization of it by the person, that's where that evil comes in. We've also been told things like, oh, if you have money that you're a bad person. Those are the kind of mindsets that we have to dispel. We have to get rid of those mindsets. So first of all, we've got to believe that we should have money, that there should be abundance in our life. And number two, get rid of those old mindsets regarding money. So I want to give you guys what I call some practical steps to achieve having this money. I said it's about go get your money. So some practical steps. Number one is this: you have to have a desire. So do you really want it? We talked about the belief system. Do you really want it? Sometimes when we talk about what we want, we just really parrot things that we feel like folks want to hear. But you have to really want it. So when I thought about, you know, people that are going to get married or people that get married, when they want to get married, they pursue that person. They make sure they do all that is necessary to make sure the relationship is solidified. They make sure that person knows that they love them, that they care, and that they're going to start out with a good foundation, meaning they do the work. So you have got to have a desire, really have a desire for this money. Number two, you need to decide how much money you want. I hear people say all the time, oh, I just want to be comfortable. What does that look like? Oh, I just want enough to pay my bills. What does that look like? When I say specific, I mean a real number, and you can't be afraid to say the number, because that is a tactic of the enemy messing with your mindset again, telling you that you can't have abundance, okay? Number three, you've got to determine what you're going to do to get that money. Now, we're not talking about, you know, money falling falling from the ceiling. You've got to do something. If you don't work, you don't eat. So God has given us gifts and He's given us talents. He's given us specific tools that we can utilize or skills that we can utilize in order to get the money. So it might be that you sell a product. It might be that you open a business. It might be that you offer counseling. I don't know what it is, but what are you going to give in order to get that money? That's number 3. Number 4, you need to set a specific date as to when you will have that money. Next year is not on the calendar. We know that. Number 5, you need to create a plan to make it happen, because you can think all day about what you want to do, but you need to have a plan. Then, of course, number 6, we activate. You know, I always tell you, action is a part of what we have to do in order to see some results in our life. So you've got to activate. And then this is what I would say. In the midst of all of those things, those principles that you're working, you need to create an affirmation statement. And it can be something like this. I desire to be paid $100,000 for a contract that I will render teaching and coaching services for a company on or before December 31st, 2022. Did you hear all the specificity in that? I told you what I wanted, what I was going to give for it, and when I wanted it to happen. That's the affirmation, because what happens is our mind or our brains begin to work subconsciously on the plan. How can I make it happen? So you want to affirm this to yourself in the morning and in the evening. Then the plan is going to come to you. You're going to get in action, and then you need to watch that abundance manifest. If you're talking about going and get your money, use those tips and use those tools and watch it happen. So if that's what you want for your life, let's get busy, because money is your portion. This is your girl Lisa B. I'm the Life Changer. It's Jumpstart Monday, and I want you to remember, you better go get your money.